Every single day, women make calculations that most men never have to think about. Which route is safer? Whether to take the main road? Whether to call someone? Just so another human being knows where they are. These aren't paranoid thoughts, they are survival instincts, quietly passed down to women. And on the night of March 3rd, 2021, one woman did everything right. She called her boyfriend. She took a well-lit route. She trusted a police officer. Her name was Sarah Everard. She was 33 years old, and she never made it home. Before she became a headline, before her name was spoken in Parliament and whispered in vigils across the world, Sarah Everard was just Sarah. She was born in York in 1987. Warm, thoughtful, the kind of person who remembered your birthday. The one who checked in when you had gone quiet. She had built a life in London, a career she was proud of, a relationship with her boyfriend Josh, a circle of friends who absolutely adored her. Her family said she always put others first and had the most amazing sense of humor. That is the thing about the people we lose too soon. They are never just victims. They are the light in someone's room, the voice someone reaches for on a bad day. Sarah was that person, for a lot of people. On the evening of March 3rd, 2021, she hugged her friend goodbye in Brixton, South London, stepped out into the night, and began the 50-minute walk home. At 9:28 p.m., she was captured on CCTV walking through Clapham Common. At 9:30, she called Josh. They talked. They made plans for the next day. That was the last time anyone who loved her heard her voice. When Sarah didn't come home, when the calls went unanswered and the door stayed closed, the Metropolitan Police opened a missing persons investigation. They pulled CCTV from every camera along her route, and what they found stopped them cold. Sarah had been walking alone. Then, she wasn't. And then, she simply vanished. 6 minutes. That is all it took, between the last confirmed sighting of Sarah Everard alive and the moment she disappeared from every camera on that street. 6 minutes. Investigators worked outward. Mobile phone data, cell tower pings, ANPR cameras, the network of license plate readers embedded across London's roads, building a picture, frame by frame, signal by signal. And then, a vehicle. A white Vauxhall Astra, caught near the exact location where Sarah was last seen. Tracked, moving south, away from London, into the Kent countryside. Investigators ran the plates. The vehicle was linked to a man named Wayne Couzens, a serving Metropolitan Police officer, one of their own. Wayne Couzens had been telling the world exactly who he was, for years, and nobody listened. Kent, England, 2015. A member of the public reported Wayne Couzens for indecent exposure. They saw something wrong and did the right thing. They reported it. The report landed on the desk of a Kent police sergeant. That sergeant accessed Couzens' file, discovered he was a former police insider, and logged the report as no crime committed, no interview, no follow-up with the witness, no further action. The victim's credibility was quietly questioned instead. Later investigations revealed the sergeant personally knew Couzens' brother, a serving Kent police officer. Couzens' name had been broadcast across Kent police radio as a suspected sex offender. Every officer in the county could have heard it, and still, nothing happened. November 2020, while clocked in on duty as a serving Metropolitan Police officer, Wayne Couzens stepped out of Woodland, completely naked, and exposed himself to a female cyclist on an isolated country lane near Dover. She had nowhere to go. She kept riding. February 14th, 2021, Valentine's Day, Couzens exposed himself to female staff at a McDonald's drive-thru in Swanley, Kent. They took his registration number. They reported it. 13 days later, February 27th, the same man, the same restaurant, the same window, a different woman. He did it again. This time, staff had CCTV footage, his license plate.
He had even paid by credit card. His name was literally in their system. The evidence was gift-wrapped and handed to the police. And still, nothing. 4 days later, Wayne Couzens drove to Clapham, put on his Metropolitan Police badge, and went hunting. This was not a man who snapped. This was not unpredictable. Wayne Couzens had been escalating for years. Reported, flagged, identified, known. And every single time, the system that was supposed to protect Sarah Everard protected him instead.
We are going to talk about what happened to Sarah Everard on the night of March 3rd, 2021. Not because we owe the details to anyone's curiosity, but because Sarah deserves to have her truth told, with honesty. Wayne Couzens approached Sarah in plain clothes, but carried his Metropolitan Police warrant card, his handcuffs, his authority. He told her she was under arrest, that she had violated COVID-19 lockdown regulations. He showed her his badge. He put handcuffs on her wrists, and he put her in his car. Sarah Everard had no reason to doubt him. Every instinct society had given her told her to comply. Trust the police officer. You'll be okay. She was not okay. Couzens drove her to Dover, to a quiet spot he already knew, miles from anyone, miles from help. What Wayne Couzens did to Sarah Everard in those hours was described by the sentencing judge as devastating, tragic, and wholly brutal. He sexually assaulted her and took her life. We will not go further than that, because the point is not the detail. The point is this. Sarah Everard was a human being. She was somebody's daughter, somebody's best friend, somebody's person. And in the early hours of March 4th, 2021, Wayne Couzens took her life. When the nation learned that the man responsible wore a badge, something cracked open in this country. Women across the United Kingdom recognized something in Sarah's story, not because it was extraordinary, but because it wasn't. Because every woman watching had taken that walk, had made those calculations, had called someone, just so another human being knew where they were. A vigil was planned for Clapham Common. Women wanted to gather, to grieve, to say her name. The Metropolitan Police, the same institution that employed her killer, told them they couldn't. COVID restrictions, they said. They came anyway, and the Metropolitan Police moved in to disperse them, women being handcuffed at a vigil for a woman killed by a man with handcuffs. The images went around the world, and what little remained of public trust in the Metropolitan Police shattered. On September 30th, 2021, Wayne Couzens stood in the Old Bailey, sentenced to life in prison. A whole life term, no parole, never to be released. The judge called his crimes one of the gravest, most profound breaches of trust this court has ever seen. Wayne Couzens will die in prison. That is the only comfort the law could offer. Sarah Everard was 33 years old. She had a life ahead of her, a future that belonged entirely to her. She should have made it home.